guys, welcome back to the another episode of Supermarket Simulator. Firstly, I'm very sorry about the delay. I will try to post the videos regularly from now on. In the last lecture, we have created the market menu along with the base cart UI. In this lecture, we are going to create a cart item and also functionality to add this market item into the cart. Let's begin with creating the cart item UI. Let us look at the reference image, and you can get this images from the Google Drive link given a description. Cart item. Yeah, so this is the cart item. It is very simple horizontal layout with product name, a number of unit quantity, total price for single unit, and total price. Total price is nothing but price multiplied by unit quantity. And there is a button to remove that whole item from the cart. Okay, let us keep it open in the background for reference. Let's create a new folder. Let's call it as cart item. Alright, firstly let's create a new class which derives from SMS user widget base. Let's name it as item cart item. Set into public user widgets, create a new folder called as cart item. Alright, so make sure it is selected as public. I do not want to expose my C++ file after the build. Alright, compile is about to done. So all we need to do here is a simple box. Inside that there is a vertical layout, and each item is a horizontal layout. We can see name and then size box, like together three buttons, two buttons and one text. Then another text variable, another text not variable, text element, and two text elements, and another button. Reload. Let's wait until the Visual Studio is ready to be used. Alright, now the cart item.h is ready. Something is wrong with the Visual Studio. It is loading. Let us give it some time. Alright, meanwhile let's we can't do anything before the file is compiled because we need to create the blueprint class based on that class. Right, once the file is created, we are ready to use the file and create a blueprint class from this. Let's clean up the file, remove the default comments, save and build. And you don't need to worry about this thing. If you do not see this thing, you can just ignore. I use a plugin. It is called ReSharper. You can ignore this thing. Right, the build is completed. Now into the cart item, create a blueprint class, search for cart item. Let's create a BP, which will be WBP underscore cart item because it is a widget blueprint. Let's open it up. dock it to the main window. Now let's add a canvas panel. Alright, what do we need? So here we are simply going to create this box itself. So we are going to create this box multiple times, and for each purchase of item add to cart, we are going to create an instance of this item with the data of this purchased item. So initially dummy data will be there. Then when purchased, the data from the purchased item will be fed to this widget blueprint, so that it displays its price, total price, unit, and the name. So initially we are going to create a dummy data. First, let's take a size box. It is always good to take a size box because we can scale it however we want. I'm going to click my Control Shift and fill horizontally. Let's give, okay, instead let's just do center. I'm going to reset the size X. Let's give size of maybe 700. Let's open this. Okay, let us consider this whole cart item is 1600 by 900, and this took around 100. Let's say not 100, it is more than 100. Let's see, let's just assume this takes 300, and then we have 500 more. So let's keep it as 500. I'm not sure, we are gonna come back and change it again. And the vertical size can be 50. Compile and save. For temporarily, let us add a border inside this size box. Let's keep a color something different than white so that we can differentiate that. Click on this tint. Okay, now let's open the market item. Not market item, we need to open the computer widget. Now inside the cart we have vertical box, and this is the top bar. So inside here let us add another size box. This size box is going to fill. Let's give padding of 50 is too much. Let's add 15 or even 10. 10 should be fine. Let's call this size box as cart items area or cart items list. Okay, instead of size box, okay, small correction guys, instead of size box let us go with there should be something called as, I am unable to remember that. Give me 1 second. We can simply go with vertical box as well, because it is just simple area without any wrapping or anything. So let's go with vertical box. Let's name it as cart items list. Oops. Alright, let's give that to fill and padding to 10. Now let's search for cart, and you can see WBP cart item. Let's add that inside this. Let's duplicate it few times. Assume this red box is the cart item. Now let's select the vertical box, and you can search for okay. So we need to change something here. Let's remove the vertical box we have added inside here and search for a scroll box and add it into this vertical box. Let's keep that to fill and give padding of 10. or remove the padding. For this we'll give padding to the vertical box inside the scroll box. Okay, and inside the cart item let's change few things. So click on canvas panel and click on replace with overlay. We want overlay instead of canvas. So select the size box and override width and height and make this to center and center in both horizontal and vertical. Give width of 700 and height of 75 should be fine, or 50. Let's go with 50 for now. And now let's search for cart item, add it inside this vertical box, duplicate it a few times. Now for this overlay or for this size box, let's give padding of 10. That should reflect here, and that's right. You can see there is padding for each item here. You can disable the line to see it very clearly. So this is somewhat similar layout of how we want it here. We just need to find perfect length and width. Let's do that. Let's increase from 700 to 900. Compile. I think that's a bit too much. 800. Yep, 800 is fine. Alright. And you see the name of these things are little off. We are going to figure it out soon. And we can also reduce the width of this panel, which is cart details area. Let's reduce to 250 or 300. Okay, the text is cluttering here. We can fix that by selecting the text, or let's just keep it to 350. We need to change each and everything now. Okay, now we have the background layout ready. Now we need 3 text elements, actually 4, and 3 buttons. 3 text elements and 3 buttons. For that, inside this border, first change this color to, let's see what color we have here. It is darker color of background color, and in our game it is pure white, so we can go with something darker grayish color or something like that. Let's go around 0.4 or 0.5 in all R and G and B value. Okay, inside here let's add a horizontal box. Size box for each item. Now inside the first size box, let's give text, and it should be to the center, and justification to center. And inside the font, select the typeface from bold to regular. Let's give sample name, our item name. Don't worry, this name is going to be overridden from our binding function. Let's copy this again, and this will be the unit price, item unit price. Copy this, let's give it to this one as well, and rename it as item total price. Okay, so these 2 items to be aligned to the right side, and in between the unit quantity and increment and decrement buttons are going to be added. Let's select the size box, set it to fill, and the other size box as well to fill. Actually, let's remove fill for these. Let's add fill for the item name. and justify it to the right. This is going to be aligned properly once we add all items, which we have one more button and increment, decrement, and the unit button, the unit text. Now inside this, let's add another size box. Let's drag it to the second order so that it is right after the item name. Inside here, let's give a button. For size box, let's give width and height override of 50 or 35. I think 40 should be fine. And for height as well, remove the vertical and horizontal alignment, make them to center. Now for this button, you may find the increment and decrement from the link below. Google Drive link will be given. Tint complete white, and you see the image is little cut off. Alright, now it's fixed. And draw as image, no tiling, image size is good, tint is good. Let's copy these things. Copy the image, paste it to hovered, paste it to pressed, and paste it to disabled. Also change the draw as mode to image in hovered and pressed as well. Decrement button. Let's copy the size box and name it as increment button. And for these, let's select the plus symbol, copy it, paste for all four types, states of button, not type. Alright, now we need another size box between these two buttons. Let's add a simple text. Justify it to center. Make it to regular. And let's just keep 0, 0. You can give padding for this for left and right. Let's give 5 on left and 5 on right. Now for item unit price, we can set that to fill horizontally, and for this as well, fill horizontally. You see there is no much space left after we have added these buttons. So what we can do is reduce, we can change this back to fill. And this one, not text, we need to select the size box, and this one to fill, and this size box to fill as well. Right, now it looks little better than before, and it is close to what we have in reference, and we need to add a minus button. Let's do that. We are going to copy this button, the decrement button, paste it. I'm going to drag it all the way down so it is at last. Set this size box to fill as well, and you see everything is messed up. We are going to figure that out. Wait, let's rename this button to be trash btn button. There should be a trash icon as well. If you do not see, let's add it right away. Inside import, and trash bin. Let's just drag it. We have it. Open that and change the compression settings to user interface 2D, and we are going to use that item here. Trash bin. Copy that image, paste in all states. Right, compile and save. So what we can eventually do is increase the width little more so that it has more space. We can do that as a workaround. Let's do 850. Okay, that is kind of okay for me for now. Let's do something for the border. Let's change the drawers to rounded box, and it looks little curved, which is better for me. It looks better for me. So you can also reduce how much radius it should be curved if you press on the border, and inside the outline settings change it to fixed radius, and you can give each corner how much radius it should be. I'm gonna give around 15 or 20. 20 is fine. I'm gonna copy it to all sides. Right there you see the difference now. Alright, next what do we need to do? We have this dummy data is there. We are going to bind the data in the next video, and in this video we'll also create a function to just create an item on click of add cart. Not binding, just create that item. Also we need to create this item variables inside C++ as well. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4 text variables and 3 button variables. Let's do that quickly. Let's just check out how we did in other videos, other files. Market item widget. So we have it inside public, a new property meta widget. Let's just copy the same way. Instead of private, let's do it public only, so it is uniform on all files. First is item name, that is right, and then let's copy it again. Copy it, paste it 4 times. I mean like total 4 times. Now the second is item unit price. No, item quantity. Item unit price. Next is item total price. And last we need to add 3 more buttons. That should be U button, one is decrement button, decrement btn. Let's copy and paste it at 2 times. Increment button, and the last one will be trash button. So we need to forward declare both U text block and also U button. Let's compile once, and we are going to get error because we did not name the text component as we have binding here. Alright, if we just compile, we are going to see First, let's copy the name from here and paste it here. Then the decrement button is right, and then the item quantity and item unit price and item total price. Think that should be fixed. Yep. Right, we have the button, we have the binding now. Now let's head back to market item widget, not market item widget. Let's open market item widget once. Asset, not asset, blueprints and visa widget, market item. Yeah, we need to bind, we need to create a new cart item when we click on this add to cart button. Let's head into market item widget. We do have the binding. Yes, btn underscore item add to cart. Did we bind it to a function? No, we did not. So let's do that quickly. Create a new u function, void. Yep, there you go. The Visual Studio is already recommending the suggestions. On item add to cart. So in the native construct, let's bind that if btn underscore item add to cart, btn underscore add to cart, item add to cart dot on clicked dot add a dynamic. The user object will be this class, and the function name can simply just write this class scope resolution, which is double semicolons, not semicolon, colons, on item add to cart. Alright, now function is bound. Now what do we need to do? We need to have a reference to cart item.h or the blueprint of WBP cart item. So we can add its reference here. We do not need publicly. Let's add a private section. Inside this, let's do u property, edit defaults only, and let's give category reference and then meta, because it is a private variable. To Unreal able to recognize this variable to expose to editor, we need to give allow private access equals to, in double quotes, write true. So the item class will, sorry, excuse me. So the item class will be the cart item, which is u cart item with a pointer. Let's forward declare cart item widget. Oh, okay, we need both anyway. Widget. Let's copy it again. But for this second one, let's remove the default only and just keep visible anywhere. Okay, my bad. I'm missing something. No. Give visible anywhere and rename it to, not this one. We need to rename the above one, which is the subclass of u cart item. Let's rename this to class cart item widget class. Then rest all is fine. Let's give category for the cart item widget to widget. compile. Once the compiling is successful, you may head to BP market item template and yeah, you can see under reference, let's give WBP underscore cart item, that is given. All right, now inside market item widget dot cpp, on button click. Let's check if the item widget class is valid. If it is valid, what is wrong? Yeah, we need to include the user widget slash cart item slash cart item dot h. Now, if it is valid, we need to create a new instance of cart item class. We can do that by cart item widget. We need to store that into this. Simply create widget of type u cart item, and the owning object will be get world, and the cart item widget class will be the master class where this object will be created from. Let's check if it is valid. If cart item widget, there is a typo in this. Let's click Control R twice. Widget. Right, next. If it is valid, let us do a simple console log. Wait, I do not have my plugin in this. My bad. Okay, we have a debug helper. New cart item created. So we also want to add this bloody glitch. Yeah, we also want to add this cart item widget inside this there is that inside this vertical box. So let's rename this vertical box to cart items list. All right, and let's remove the items inside this. Now let's copy this name and head back to computer widget. We need to bind that now. Let's duplicate this and just paste cart items list. Instead of u overlay, we need to give u vertical box. Add forward declare. Compile. We do not have any T arrays. Okay. Inside here in computer widget, let's create a T array of u cart item. Forward declare that cart items. Okay. Now let's also create a function in public section. Add void add item to cart. item is valid, then cart item dot add element type will be cart item, which we got as a parameter. Okay, we forgot to add the asterisk here. It is important to add because we always get it as a pointer. Let us also add it into the horizontal box, which is cart items list, but add child to vertical box, which will be cart item. And you can see we get the red squiggle. Cannot convert uCart item to uWidget, so we can cast it to user widget. That should be working. Let's also add a debug here. Print new cart item. What did we wrote here? New cart item created. Here new cart item added. Let's compile. There is some error. Okay, the casting is not successful here. Alright, we need to change a thing. Let's head back to market item widget, and here instead of creating the item here, we just need to call add item to cart, and the item will be created inside the computer widget only. Here let's simply cut that. For that we need to create a new variable inside market item widget, and in private let's add reference to our computer. So our computer type will be interaction system computer, a computer. Let's add forward declaration for that, and let's name it as ref underscore computer. Create a u property so that it won't get deleted in garbage collection. And in the native construct, we need to assign check if the computer is there in the scene, and if it is there, we need to assign give reference to this variable. Auto computer equal to u gameplay statics get actor of class get world. In what world context we want to search for this actor, and the class will be actor class will be a computer colon, which is scope resolution static class. So if computer is valid, we need to also make sure that this computer has the computer widget, because we need to eventually get a reference to the computer widget. So auto computer widget actor equals to computer get component by class u widget component static, and if auto computer widget. So this is going to return the widget actor, which is u actor component, but we actually need widget component. So we need to cast it again. Equal to, let's cast to type u widget, no, u computer widget from computer widget actor. And if that is also valid, let's assign it to ref underscore computer. We need to cast that to a computer and store, because get actor is going to get the actor, not the computer. So now let's check if ref underscore computer is valid. Alright, then we need to get the widget. We can simply copy these two lines, paste it here. Instead of computer, we just need to call ref underscore computer. Okay, now what do we need to call? We need to call add item to cart. Computer widget comp dot add item to cart, and the cart item will be yeah, so u cart item to pass the data of cart item from market item widget to computer widget. Instead of creating the data, the widget here, we are creating inside the computer widget. But the problem is we want to pass the data consistently. For that, we need to create a struct or a u object. We can do either of them. Simply, let's comment this line once. Let's compile. Is there any issue? There shouldn't be, unless this is still throwing error. Let's comment this as well. Now let's compile. Okay, so head back to tools, a new C++ class, select the simple object. We want u object, and let's name it as cart item data. Let's place it inside our cart item folder only. Press reload all. Clean up the file. Right, now compile. It should compile without any error. Okay, now yeah, compile is finished. Let's create a public section. Inside here, U property. I think this is being compiled now. It's being loaded. Edit defaults only. Or for this, let's go with visible anywhere. Blueprint read only. Let's give f string item name, another U property, and f string. What is the next one? Item quantity. Let's duplicate this, and the next one will be item unit price. Duplicate it again. The next one will be item total price, and duplicate it again. I think that's it. 1, 2, item name, quantity, unit price, and total price. Yep, that's all we need for now. So head back to market item widget. Here, let's create a new instance of cart item data. Cart new cart item data. For some reason it is not showing up. It still isn't showing up for some reason. Okay, now that should be a pointer. Item equals to new object of type uCart item data. If item dot item name equals to this dot item name dot get text, and we need to convert it to string as well. Similarly, let's give item quantity and item unit price and item total price. Okay, now we need to modify this function to take uCart item data instead of uCart item. Let's modify it in the header file as well. And forward declare that to get rid of the error. Now we need to send the data from there as well. Okay, we have finished our work here for now. We'll come back here later. Now, if item data is valid, we need to add, okay, the adding will be later. Now we need to create actually a widget. So, uCart item pointer, cart item equal to create widget. So we can also remove the cart item widget reference in market item widget. We need it inside the computer. These both. Let's cut that from there and give it inside computer widget, inside private, right below the market item template. As we called it as template, let's call this also as template instead of class. Alright, now cart item template. We need to include a cart item. If we haven't already. Yeah, now we get rid of the error. Let's remove, let's cut that, and if cart item is valid, copy that inside here. Now instead of add child to vertical box, I mean we can use add child to vertical box or simply add child. Both of them would work. But in our case, if we do not want to cast, we want to use add child. Instead of cart item data, we need to add cart item and compile now. And you see, okay, there is a typo in cart. Yeah, in cart item data. Remove the M here. Let's compile now. There shouldn't be any error if I'm not wrong. There is another. Item total price cannot be defined in uCart item. It is already defined in scope uCart item data. Item, okay. Why is it there twice here? Now the compiling is finished. Let's head back to computer widget and we need to give reference to the cart item widget template. Given that, now we can try to test. Interacted, 2 item, total 4, add to cart, and you see nothing is happening for some reason. We can try to debug. Even the debug is not printing, which means this check is getting removed. I mean, which is getting false. Let's debug once. Let's check by pressing F10. Okay, the computer is null. That is why it is jumping out of this if statement. Let's do something. Let's copy this. Let's put it in else part. Or just a second. If it is not valid, we'll paste that code and put it outside the if case. Now let's check out why the computer is getting null. Maybe we are trying to find it before it is actually actually instantiated into the scene. Alright, now let's play. Come back to the computer. Just randomize the amount. Add to cart. It is null. Alright. Yep, we did found the computer. If computer is very true, computer actor is there. Okay, it is jumping out of this here. Cast to U widget. Maybe we can simply remove this check. It is not at all required as of now. That was there for future purpose. I'll explain it later. Now it should be working. And we can even remove this as well. Give me 1 second. And let's do same here. Cut this, replace it with those both if checks. Now build again. Alright, now let's play. Is still not giving it. Uh-oh. Yeah, the problem is right here. Even though we removed above, the computer is valid, but whenever we are checking here, it is not valid. That should be because I found the issue. So I forgot to put one thing here. We will never get the widget from here. So what we need to do here is put another just write flashly. If computer, we do not have it. Auto computer widget actor component equal to computer, which is ref computer dot get component by class, widget component colon static class if auto computer widget actor computer widget comp, which is widget component, equal to cast it to widget component from computer widget actor comp, and right after that computer widget equals to cast it to computer widget from computer widget comp get user widget object. Inside here we need to put all this code, and I forgot the third if check. That is my bad. Replace it with computer widget. I hope this will work now. Let's run back to the monitor, randomize, add to cart. Alright, this is working now. Let's remove the breakpoints. New cart item added. If you head back here, and there you go, you see a new item, new cart widget is added. The data is not yet bound because we did not bound it. And if you just press it with the amount 2, head back here, the data is not bound, but if data is bound, you can see this will be 4 and this will be 2, and number of time you press that, number of items will be added here. So that's it for this video, guys. I know the video is pretty long and I'm sorry for the delay. I was busy with some contract work. I'll try to post regularly now. Thank you for watching. In the next lecture we are going to bound the data, bind the data, as well as create this order shipping total value and create the purchase feature as well. Thank you for watching.